Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to Karpo Gaming and another Xenoblade Chronicles 3 video. Well, the embargo has finally lifted, and now I can give you a full review of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 for the Nintendo Switch. And oh boy, get excited because this game is an instant classic. Once again, thanks for watching everybody. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started with Xenoblade Chronicles 3 review. Now in this video, I'm going to start off a little bit differently. I'm going to give you the score. It's a 9 out of 10, and now we're going to work our way back and explain to you why it is a 9 out of 10. Let's start off with the story. The story is pretty fantastic. You are a soldier in Kevis, and there is another group called Agnes. You basically fight to live and live to fight, all under the orders of the queen. Nobody questions this until one time when you're on the battlefield, you have this guy that kind of breaks up the monotony and goes after everybody, focusing the attention on him. He basically lets you know things are not exactly what it seems, as he is very, very old and you don't have to actually die. You only get 10 years of life as a soldier, and after that you give your life back to the queen. And that's what this story is about. It's all about figuring out what life is all about in an epic, enthralling story. This JRPG is fantastic, and it's a 9 out of 10. Now the reason why it's a 9 out of 10 and not a 10 out of 10 is only because of the graphical situation with the Nintendo Switch. If this was a next gen game, it would be a 10 out of 10, no doubt. But other than that, you're gonna be in for an amazing ride. So no worries right there. So yeah, the game is extremely long, and that is a beautiful thing because a lot of JRPGs along the way kind of have fillers. There is no fillers here. There is a lot of cutscenes, but the cutscenes, the story is fantastic. Like I said, I don't want to spoil too much of the story, but you kind of have to a little bit when you're doing a review, right? So, story is top notch. I give it a 10 out of 10. For me, it was a little bit slow picking up, but that's just my opinion. And then about an hour into the game, the story grabs you. And then you just locked in, you go, oh wow, yeah, I like this a lot. You know, so story, fantastic. Now when it comes to the gameplay is going to be a little bit different if you are a person who played RPGs like Final Fantasy 15, where you take the action to them. You can basically do all your moves and all of that. It's a little different. The combat system will be autoed. That's right, you always are going to attack automatically. And that's not a bad thing. Now you do have a whole bunch of other things that's going on that you need to control, right? You got your moves. You also have your Ouroboros, which is basically a giant mech that you turn into by combining two of the different heroes. And also you have your arts and chain arts abilities as well. It's very in-depth. Now as the story progresses, you'll be able to unlock different abilities from different characters by swapping classes, which makes it very interesting, and the gameplay is a super amount of fun because you can always switch it up and basically change whatever character into another character. And when they do that, you'll be getting a lot of XP towards unlocking more abilities that you can use for your character. So as far as the combat is concerned, it's top notch. Now the only drawback and the only reason why this is a 9, and that is because of the graphics. The graphics is on the Nintendo Switch, first of all. Now, it's not going to look all spectacular like a fresh, polished, next-gen PlayStation 5 game or on PC. But oh boy, if this was ever on PC, or it was a PlayStation 5 title, or even if Nintendo decided to get a brand new system and remake this, it would be beautiful. I mean, your eyes have to adjust to it just a little bit, but it's not bad. Once you get adjusted to it not looking like a PlayStation 5 game or a next gen game, it's totally fine. That's the only reason why it's getting a 9 out of 10. Otherwise, it would be a 10 out of 10. Now, to me, one of the most defining points of any game to make it a classic, and this one is a classic, is the music. The music in here is fantastic. It's very upbeat. It changes. It goes from somber, it goes to loving music. The story combined with the music and the combat makes this game very, very enjoyable for sure. And when it comes to the characters, all of the different characters, you start to invest in them, as well as the enemies as well. The boss fights in here is ridiculous. Very challenging. Very, very challenging. I found myself retrying quite a few times to switch up my strategy to figure out how I'm going to take out bosses. Thankfully for us, we have the help of our Ouroboros, which I talked about a little bit earlier. Now these Ouroboros are basically giant mechs. When you and your friend fuse together, you know everything about each other. You hear all of your memories, and then you come to the battlefield and just start kicking some tail. The cool thing about this is you get to upgrade your Ouroboros just like you do each one of your characters. So the longer you upgrade, the more you upgrade, the more powerful you're going to get with these Ouroboros, and you pretty much can use them whenever you want. It's just a little gauge timer to the left, and you can use them whenever you want, which is pretty fantastic. Look, I'm having such an amazing time with this game, and I'm pretty sure you will too. So is this game worth your time? I would say yes. If you are going to buy this, don't be on the fence about Xenoblade Chronicles 3. It is a really good game. I take that back. It's an instant classic on the Nintendo Switch. And the reason why I say that is I laid it out right in front of you at the beginning of this video. 9 out of 10. The graphics is freaking phenomenal, even though it's on the Nintendo Switch, right? It's the only reason why it didn't get a 10. The music in the game is a 10, first off, alright? So it's getting a 10 right there. As far as the combat is concerned of the game, it gets a 10, right? So in my opinion, it's killing it. And as far as the fun factor is concerned, it's fun. It's not like you're sitting down having a boring time. So combined with the abilities that you have, the upgrades that you need to do, the little bit of farming that you have to do, the time spent in game, the music is top notch, 10 out of 10, and the combat is pretty fantastic too. I'm gonna give that a 9. So all in all, it's a 9 out of 10. Look, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is an instant classic for the Nintendo Switch, and I highly suggest you get out there and go pick it up. If you don't have it on your list of top games for the year, well, make room, Elden Ring, because this game is fantastic. But for right now, that's pretty much going for the video. I hope you truly enjoyed it. As always, if you are new to the channel, how you doing and welcome. Don't forget to subscribe right here at Karpo Gaming. I upload a wide variety of videos ranging from updates, tips and tricks, guides and news, and a whole lot more. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Once again, thank you everybody for all your love and support. And as always, I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Later.